Starting.
All right. Welcome to the Doggy Dojo, everybody. Today we have a special treat for you live, and that is Enya. That is Enya, and she is a puppy, and she is going to be working with us today on getting you to know how to get your dog to love the kennel. So what you're going to need is you're first going to need some treats. So make sure to grab some treats. Are you ready? I think she is. Yeah. So that's awesome. So Enya's ready to do this. So you want to get some treats your dog wants to have. Now, some dogs need a little coaxing to get into the kennel. So what you do is when you open it up, she may just go right in, but when you open it up, you might have to toss in a cookie to get them to go in. When they're inside of it, you're going to put a cookie way back and give them a treat. So they want to hang back further back in the back part of the kennel. If you have to, you can kind of go back here and reward them back here, but you want them hanging back in the back of the kennel and hanging out here and having some fun. Once your dog gets kind of used to doing that, what you can do is you can go ahead and close the front of it. And what you're going to wait for when you close the front of it is your dog not to be trying to paw at it, bark, or try to get out at all. So what you want to do, she wants to get that piece of fuzz, is that you want to make sure that they're not pawing when they're trying to get there. When they're quiet for more than 5 seconds, you can go ahead and, if you need to, just start to reward them. But when they're not trying to push up against the kennel, it's going to be your time to start trying to open it up. If you start to put your hand down here and they start pawing and trying to get out, then you're going to stop what you're doing and just wait for them to be quiet again, and then start to put your hand down here again. And as you open it up, if they try to bust out, you're going to keep it closed. The goal is to go ahead, and what you're going to do is you're going to want to make sure you have your cookie ready in one hand. And you're going to, when they hang back, you're going to tell them yes. Go way back behind here and give them a treat. So you're going to open the door with one hand, and you're going to give them a treat with the other. So we're going to show that again. Let me break this cookie up, though. You're going to go, if they're not pawing against it, you're going to go way back in the back and get them to go get them. This is just a game you play a little bit every day with them, to the point where you can get them to where you can open it up and you can tell them break or free or release, and that means you come out. Break. Like what? You come out. He's like what? So that's just to kind of get your dogs an idea of that this, as you can see, is a wonderful and awesome place. That this is something that they want to go into, that they're happy to go into. And if you see that behavior, when they just like go in there and choose to go in that behavior, you're going to want to reward that with some treats. And in fact, be really excited about that. Yeah, what a good puppy. Good job for getting in the back there. That just makes them really happy about this. And then when they're in there, once again, you close it up and see what happens. Some dogs, the only time they get to play with the kennel or get to be in the kennel is when you're going to have to leave them for long periods of time. So this kennel starts to become a very bad place in their mind. They think, okay, if I get in here, my parents leave me for more than a few hours, and I don't like that. I like being with you, and I want to be separate from you. So this place becomes a place of kind of a punishing place to be, that they don't want to be in there. So if your dog is starting to show some anxiety with the kennel, this is a great game to start showing that this is a fun and exciting place to be. So once again, once they kind of are not pawing at the door here, you start to open it up. And if they do pretty good, you're going to say yes and reward way back. Important to reward way back so that they want to hang back and not up against the edge here. Because if you reward outside the kennel, that's going to get them to want to come out here and not to stay in the back. Break. Yeah, it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and close the door so that way I don't have to worry about watching for the behavior of her wanting to get in there. As you can see, she really, really wants to get in there, which is nice. It's good to see that she likes it. Yeah, she does. And she likes it indeed. Another thing you guys can do to help your dog like the kennel is you take one of these great objects. It's you like that? And what you're going to do, it's called a Kong, K-O-N-G. And what they are, they're little things. You can get all sorts of different types of interactive toys. But I like toys that you can stuff food or treats in, particularly like their breakfast or meal times. This is a great thing to do. And what you're going to do is you can even like show them you're putting some good stuff in there. You can stick it in the kennel in here. And what they're going to want to do is, as you can see, really, really want to get in there. And that's what you want. You want them to really want to get in there. And then you're going to let them go inside and enjoy their snack. And let them have a good time. This is a great way to get your dog to eat their breakfast or dinner time. And I also encourage you to do that. So if you don't have a Kong, before you get one, I would actually encourage you to go ahead and start feeding your dog in the kennel. Now, you don't have to close it when you feed them. Dogs that have extreme fear and anxiety with the kennel, that might be your first step. That in the beginning stages, it's just to feed them in there. Leave the door completely open. Put their bowl of food way in the back, so they have to go all the way back and get their food. That's another great step to get your dog successful in wanting to get used to the kennel. Find opportunities that don't require you to leave for a long period of time. Put them in there. So maybe you're watching TV and you stuff them a Kong and you put them in there while watching TV. Or maybe while you're cooking dinner, or where you're working on the computer or surfing the interwebs. It's whatever that you need to do to get your puppy used to that. This place doesn't always mean bad things. This place isn't a punishing place. It's a very rewarding place. And that will start turning around the anxiety or stress that they're having with the kennel. And the first 30 minutes is always the most difficult time for your dog to be in there when you're gone. So when you're leaving for long periods of time, say you're leaving at 10 o'clock in the morning, make sure to put your dog in there about 9:30 in the morning. So she's getting it out here at 9:30 in the morning. So that way they get a chance to hang out and relax in there. When you're leaving the house and your dog is, and you're gathering your stuff up, your dog knows what that means. It means that you're going somewhere and they're going to want to come with you. So if you do at that point, put your dog in the kennel right before you leave, they're going to be already up at a high stress, high anxiety state. And you want them not to be in that state when you first put them in the kennel. So when you put with 30 minutes before you leave anywhere for a long period of time, put your dog in the kennel and let them hang out in there for about 30 minutes, give them lots of treats, love and praise. You can even drop little cookies for that whole 30 minutes in the kennel, just to get them used to the idea that cookies keep raining from the sky in the kennel for that whole 30 minutes. So by that time that you have to leave the house, you quickly grab your items and go, and it's a lot easier transition for your dog. So thanks everybody for watching here on the Doggy Dojo. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. Discover the path to life with your dog. Leave a like down below and let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover. I appreciate you joining Doggy Dojo Live here today with Enya, learning how to love the kennel. That's a good girl. Yeah, you want another cookie? Let's get you another cookie. Thanks again for watching. And as always, actually, what I want to do, as always, have some fun with your dog. Woohoo! Come here. Yeah, good job. That's a good girl. Get that toy. Make sure that you always have fun when training your dog. See you guys next time. Bye.